Just yesterday, my favourite computer brand, Shearwater Research, announced that they were releasing their latest effort and worst kept secret, the Peregrine, their entry into the recreational diving computer market, to tear it up alongside their lineup of fantastic technical diving computers that I've been using for years. So with this news coming, I was super excited and I watched the live feed where they released the details, and I was whelmed. Not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, just whelmed. So I figured, okay, let's put myself in the shoes of somebody who needs to buy a recreational dive computer and their budget is $500. I've lined up 4 such computers, including the Shearwater Peregrine. We're going to do a little comparison and I'll give you my advice at the end of this video as to which one I would personally choose. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on and welcome to Divers Ready. My name's James. It is so great to see all of your smiling faces on this, a Friday, roll on the weekend. Since when did I start dropping videos on a Friday? Well, exciting news from Shearwater has prompted me to create this video and I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you're new here, if you're looking for your first dive computer, I made this video for you. So do me a favor in return and make your next dive on that subscribe button and join this fantastic community of scuba divers that we're rapidly growing here at Divers Ready. Regular viewers of this channel will know that when I review a dive product, I review it. I take that product, I dive it, not once, but repetitively, and then I come back and I make a video and I tell you what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and how I think that product is best suited for. This is not a review video. I do not own any of the 4 computers that I'm going to be comparing today. This is more of a hypothetical exercise where it's like, well, here comes the new Shearwater Peregrine. Where's that going to fit into the market? If I was in the market for a $500 recreational dive computer, what can I get for my money? So more of a comparison video than a full-on review. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about review videos for just a short while. Will you bear with me? I get asked for review videos all the time. I get emails, I get comment section, hey James, please can you review this piece of gear I'm thinking about buying? And it's incredibly flattering and humbling that you would care about what my opinion is on a piece of gear that you're going to spend your hard-earned money on, that I might be the decision-making factor for you. Thank you everyone who's asked me. But you got to know this about review videos is that I can't go out and buy every piece of gear that I'm asked to review, mainly because I don't have that kind of money and also because I don't need anything. I mean, look at this place, I'm fully stocked. There's very little I need in the way of dive gear at the moment. So how it's going to work is you ask me to review a piece of gear and I ask the manufacturer to lend me one and so that I can make the review video, and then I will send it back to them. And they say no all the time. Now, I used to go to Simply Scuba when I wanted to see a piece of gear being previewed. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has meant that they've stopped making videos at this time, and that makes me incredibly sad. But I'm hoping to be able to fill that void and get you the gear and equipment videos that you guys ask me for all the time. So please, do me the favor, next time you ask me for a review video, also reach out to your local brand representative or the companies directly themselves and say, hey, any chance you could send one of these to James so he can make a review video? Only on a loaner basis, he'll send it back to you, I promise. You'd be helping me out a great deal and then I can make the videos for you. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to all my faithful subscribers who request review videos from me, and as soon as I can get the scuba manufacturing marketing department to see value in the community of 20,000 scuba divers that we've gathered here under this umbrella, this beautiful group of Divers Ready, the sooner I can start making review videos for you all. And I'm ready. Let's do it. Give it to me. I'll dive it. I'm not scared. Okay, on with the show. That was super meta, right? There was like a cutaway and then it came back, and now you're asking yourself, well, how did I know there was a cutaway? Because I'm recording this after I edited the... Oh no, it's like one of those time travel movies. Here's the scenario. I'm an avid recreational diver. I'm looking to buy my first dive computer. I dive both at home, but also on vacation, and my budget is $500. Here are the 4 computers I'm going to be lining up to compare. Number 1, the Shearwater Peregrine, announced yesterday from Shearwater Research. Number 2 is the Suunto D4i. Number 3 is the Aqualung i470TC, a relatively newly released computer. And number 4 is the Scuba Pro Aladdin A1. I'm going to run down the features of each of these 4 computers across 8 different categories. I'm going to tell you which ones measure up, what I'm looking for in each category, and then at the end of this video, I'll give you my personal recommendation of which computer I would actually spend money on. Category number 1, very simple price. As I said, the budget was $500. I picked 4 computers under that. The Shearwater Peregrine is actually the cheapest of the 4, coming in at a recommended retail price here in the United States of $450. The other 3 computers are all $499 and change. The next category is color display, and the Peregrine wins again because it's the only one out of the 4 that has a full color display. So if that's something that's important to you, if you struggle with your eyesight underwater and you want that nice bright multicolored display, then the Shearwater Peregrine is again leading the pack and starting to edge the others out. But there's a long game to go. Category number 3 is AI, and if you're new to the sport, let me explain what air integration is. Essentially, it means that your computer can be paired to a transmitter which is screwed into your regulator's high pressure port that sends a radio signal and will give you your tank pressure readout on the same instrument that's giving your no decompression limit, your time, and your depth. Essentially, all the information you need to control your dive on one screen. I like it very much. I'm a big fan of AI. In these categories of the 4 computers that we're comparing today, only the Suunto and the Aqualung have air integration capability. Disappointingly, the Scuba Pro and the Shearwater do not. Number 4 is watch style computer. When my wife and I go on a tropical dive vacation, my personal preference, is to put a dive computer on as a watch that becomes both my daily timepiece and my dive monitoring device. That way I don't have to pack 2 different devices, and because I've got my computer on my wrist from when I leave home to when I get back after the vacation, there's very little chance of me losing it or leaving it somewhere or having it stolen from me. Now, of the 4 computers we're comparing, only the Shearwater Peregrine is just too big to be worn as a watch. It is quite a slim profile, but it's a large screen and it's just a bit clanky to be worn as a daily timepiece. The other 3 all fit into the watch style category. Category number 5 is Bluetooth. Why does a dive computer need Bluetooth? Very simply, for you to be able to log your dives in a convenient manner. You can wirelessly connect your computer to your laptop. Normally there's some software you've got to download and you can offload all your dive logs. And yes, believe it or not, even after thousands of dives, I still log every dive I do. I just do it digitally instead of writing out a book and having someone countersign it. It's 2020, what can I tell you? Suunto, you need to get with the program here. You're a Scandinavian brand and Bluetooth is a Scandinavian invention, so why do I need this little fiddly USB connection cable? I mean, my laptop doesn't even have a USB port anymore. What's going on there, guys? Give us Bluetooth. The Shearwater, the Aqualung, and the Scuba Pro all have Bluetooth compatibility. You can get an app on your phone, download your dive logs, and there you go. You've got a complete history of your diving adventures. Suunto, step up to the plate. Number 6 is algorithm. Now, probably not a major consideration if you're just stepping out to buy your first dive computer, but when you've got a bit of experience behind you, these sort of things tend to matter. Now, I will tell you in very, very simple terms that 3 of the computers run a Bullman ZH-L16C or some variety thereof algorithm, and only one of them, the Suunto, uses an RGBM, which is reduced gradient bubble model. What do you need to know about that? What does that actually mean to you in real terms? Well, at this level, and I don't have time to go into too much details, dive masters and dive guides the world over love the Suunto RGBM because it means that they can turn the dive early and get you guys back to the boat because they're about to hit deco while you still have half a tank of gas left and 12 minutes of no decompression time. What I'm trying to say here basically is Suunto doesn't win this category either. Category number 7 is gases and nitrox. So the Shearwater and the Aqualung allow you to store 3 different gases and switch between them from 21% to 100% nitrox. Now, I don't really know why this is important because you're really not going to need that capability on a recreational dive profile, and by design, all of these computers are meant for recreational divers. I don't try and do technical diving using recreational dive gear. It never ends well. The Scuba Pro only allows one gas, but it can be between 21 and 100%, and the Suunto comes last in this category as well. It only allows one gas from 21% to 50. And last, but by no means least, category number 8 is power source. Imagine this scenario: you're out on a dive boat, you're about to get in the water for a dive, you check your computer, low battery warning. Well, if your computer is rechargeable, you're stuffed. There's nothing you can do. There's nowhere on the boat that you can charge your computer with sufficient enough time to get in the water and save the dive. Likewise, if your battery needs to be replaced by an authorized service center, you're also out of luck. But if your computer happens to be a user changeable battery where you can simply unscrew the back, take a battery out of your save a dive kit, swap the battery yourself, replace the cover, replace the O-ring, and go for the dive, surely that's the best scenario. Only one of these computers in the lineup of 4 have that capability, and it's the Aqualung i470TC. Also, in preparing this video, I asked 10 dive instructors if they trust the batteries in rechargeable dive computers, and 9 of them said they didn't. So if we go ahead then and we take those categories and we highlight each category win in green, we can see that the Suunto D4i Novo is propping up the table with only 2 category wins. In third place, my third choice would be the Scuba Pro Aladdin A1, that has 4 category wins. Second place is the Shearwater Peregrine with 6 category wins, and just edging the Shearwater is the Aqualung i470TC. But that's not the end of the story. What would be my personal choice? How do I weight each of these categories, and what to me would be the more important deciding factors? So the deciding factors are, would I like to save 49 bucks? How important is a color screen to me when I'm only ever going to be doing shallow recreational dives with this computer? Or would I rather have a user changeable battery? So my winner then, for the hypothetical question of which recreational dive computer would I buy for $500 in July 2020, is, quite surprisingly, the Aqualung i470TC. Regular viewers of this channel will be surprised because they know I love Shearwater, and I've been rocking Shearwater computers for technical dives for as long as I've been a technical diving instructor. But on paper, the Peregrine just doesn't measure up. Who knows, maybe I'll get my hands on a Peregrine one day and actually get to dive it and make a proper review video, and maybe it will sway me. And if that's the case, I reserve the right to change my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Please make your next dive on our subscribe button, and I'll see you on Monday in a few days' time. This is crazy, it's a Friday. I'm James, this was your Divers Ready video for the weekend. Dive safe, dive often.